Hey everyone, so this little vlog is kind of a long time in the making. I'm finally getting ready to release my long-awaited camisole pattern. So this pattern is called the Kate camisole, and I'm wearing a version of it right now. And I started working on this, I am a little embarrassed to say, over a year ago. And I kind of waffled back and forth on a whole bunch of things. The first thing is that this pattern has bust darts, and I usually hate darts, so I did a lot of thinking about whether I needed darts or whether I wanted darts and how could I take the darts out. Should I do a variation without darts? And finally I decided to keep the darts. The other thing that I really kind of went back and forth with a whole bunch of times was how I was going to finish the neckline, whether I was going to do a facing or a binding or what I was going to do, and I ended up just deciding on a really simple bias finish. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about my camisole pattern, and I'm also going to show you a little preview of a new bodysuit pattern that's coming very soon as well. So the Kate pattern is a bias cut camisole pattern. This view here is the cropped variation with a lace trim on the bottom. So I have a few examples sewn up here. This one is in a cotton and steel print. And you can see that it does have a high-low hem, so it's a little bit longer in the back than it is in the front. And this variation has some lace trim and a racer back cut, and that is the style that I am wearing right now, which I really like. So that is one of the variations. The other variation that I have, I'm going to show you how to add a ruffle to the camisole. So this one is basically the cropped variation with a ruffle. I don't provide a pattern piece for the ruffle, but I tell you how to do it. And this variation, you can see, also has a racer back cut with a keyhole option, and the keyhole is bound in bias tape. Let me see, what else do I have? And then this is just another really simple version that I've done in a double gauze. So just a plain front and a plain racer back. On this little cropped version that I sewed, you can see here, so this is the plain cropped variation with the plain back. You can kind of see how it's finished along the upper neckline. So I wanted to avoid doing a facing so that you could sew this out of like a sheer chiffon or a really lightweight fabric and not have the facing show through. So I've used just a bias tape trim around here. So the pattern will tell you how to make the bias tape, but you can also use pre-made bias tape as well. So that's basically it. It's a pretty simple pattern, but it does have some fiddly bits. Getting this V neckline nice and sharp does take a little bit of practice, but I will be releasing a video really soon that will show you how to do that. And otherwise, there's just so many different ways that you can sew this pattern, so I'm really excited about it. I'm also really excited to sew a version that's maybe a little bit longer, because I think it would make a great dress for summer. So yeah, I already have made myself like half a dozen of these, and I think I need to stop sewing this pattern for a little while because I think I'm going to start having dreams about it pretty soon. So my bodysuit pattern is another one that I've been working on for a long time, and it's another one that I really, really like, and I'm thinking it's going to make a really, really, really good swimsuit pattern. Oops. So here is the bodysuit. So this one I've done a lace overlay, and I will show you how to do a lace overlay as opposed to adding lace overlay pattern pieces. my thinking is that if I teach you how to do the lace overlay, you can do a lace overlay in a variety of different ways. I know I personally would rather understand the technique so that I can make it my own than to be given a pattern piece for something like a lace overlay. And trust me, it is easy to do. So this is the basic version. It does have an empire waist so that you can get, you can put in underbust elastic for support. This one has just a V neckline, and it's got a scooped back with a bit of a cutout there and a higher cut leg. So this variation I've made all strappy. You can wear the crisscross at the front or the back. And then I've also done a faux wrap front, and this one I love. This one I definitely want to make into a swimsuit this summer. So it's the same basic cut and shape except this faux wrap right here. So you can see. It's really cute. It reminds me of like a ballet leotard or something like that. And then this one just shows a more plain variation, just in simple black. So I really like this pattern because it does have bust shaping and underbust support as opposed to just your traditional like kind of tank top style bodysuit where you don't get any support under here, because I know I personally need that. And especially because I don't want to have to wear a bra underneath the bodysuit. I want it to be kind of my one piece that I wear. So yeah, that's about it. That's what I've got coming up, and I know a lot of people have been asking about this camisole pattern, so I promise that it really will be out soon. Thank you for listening to me ramble, and just follow me on Instagram and Facebook, and you'll be the first to know about when I finally have this pattern ready for release. Bye!